I graduated from McNeese in 2010, and it's been 15 years. 15 years. I can't believe I'm saying that. But there are some regrets that I have, and I'd like to share a few of those as well. My very first regret, and this is of no fault at all to the university, was I did not take ear training very seriously. I basically did whatever the absolute minimum was to getting the ear training done. And I just went with it. And I regret that. Ear training has been so important for all kinds of parts of music that I really wish I would have taken it seriously back then. I've only ever since then been working on my ears and trying to get them better since Music University. That's of no fault to them. I truly should have taken it seriously when I had copious amounts of time to get my ears better and working. Ear training is absolutely crucial for performing music, for writing music, for transcribing music, for performing solos, all kinds of things. So if you are in an ear training class, don't neglect this incredible opportunity you have to get feedback for your ear training. One major shortcoming of my university education was that at that time there was just about no music technology at all embedded within my degree. I learned how to use Finale. I have a copy of Finale. I learned how to write a marching band drill in a program which I don't even remember what the program was. But that was it. That's all the music technology I learned. I did not learn how to use a DAW. I did not learn how to use an audio interface. I did not learn what microphones were, XLR cables, TES cables, TRS cables, how to record anything. None of this. And so these things are absolutely crucial to the contemporary musician. We got to know how to use an audio interface. We got to know how to record things. We got to know how to use a digital audio workstation. These are all skills that have to be learned. And maybe they're teaching them these days at university. I'd love to hear from anybody if they're at McNeese right now. Is this something that's being taught? This was a major shortcoming, and to be honest, while it is a major shortcoming, I'm not sure I can truly even blame the university at the time. I went to university in 2006, and in 2006, Facebook just barely became a thing. So social media was just barely starting to think about becoming a reality. YouTube was just created. Yeah, YouTube. For most music majors at the time, we were all thinking about either becoming a professional musician in an actual orchestra or becoming a band director or a choir director. And that was really our only options at the time. Nobody I knew was learning anything about music business or how to distribute music, how to create music. Nobody was learning how to do live sound. Nobody was learning how to record. This was a phenomenal shortcoming of my music education. And so if you're going into music education and you can see that these are skills that are absent from the classes that you will be taking, sincerely make a real effort to learn these while you are in school. I also didn't learn songwriting in my university degree. Now, of course, my degree was music education, and so actually being creative at all in writing new music was not part of the program. But This was something that I always wanted to do, and so I truly regret not taking seriously trying to get into a songwriting course at my university. At the time, I was in a praise band with my local church, and we always talked about writing new songs, and frankly, I never did. I never did anything. This was truly sad, as that would have been a great time to explore songwriting and start creating the very songs that I think I wanted to create. For some reason at the time, I believed songwriting was a mystical skill, and maybe you needed incredible amounts of inspiration to even write a song. I only began learning songwriting recently, and that was through YouTube tutorials. And I learned that it's not a mystical skill. There are actual real steps you can take to write songs, and I'm very thankful that I have started learning it, but I wish I would have learned it much earlier. Building off my earlier regrets of not learning how to record music, so music technology, also not learning how to do songwriting or composition, is portfolio building. This is absolutely crucial for anybody who wants to be creative. We need to have a large collection of all the things that we have done and all the things that we have created. We may be able to write music, but if we can't show anybody that we can write music, who's going to hire us? I ran into this problem one time. I discovered once that there was an opening for a video game composer at a AAA video game studio. I won't name it here. It'll be embarrassing. And so I was excited. I got online, I filled out the information, and as I began filling out the information, one of the things that they asked for is to submit 3 or 4 songs in very different varieties to show off my composition skills and what I've done. And it was embarrassing. I had nothing. I had absolutely nothing I could fill in that field. No songs to send. It was embarrassing for me to consider that although for many years one of my desires, besides becoming maybe a professional French horn player, was to become a video game composer, I had not taken any steps at all to actually writing down any music. Part of this problem was my mindset during university and even some of my young adult years. I had come to believe that if I wasn't getting paid for something, then I shouldn't do it. I was afraid of being exploited by people who would want me to work for free. Now, while this fear is not completely unfounded, it kept me from doing anything. I never wrote anything. My suggestion: write extensively. Write down every single idea you have, even if it's just a prompt. Keep all your notes. Without a portfolio of music to share with people, it's hard to say what we're capable of. This leads to my final failure. I did not care about my peers' musical goals. If I could go back now, I would truly sit down with all my peers and have long conversations about their musical goals. And I would seek to be a part of it. If there was anything I could help with to ensure that they could get to the level that they think they want to get to, whether it is creating new music, whether it is creating a band, whether it is creating something, truly is a real regret of mine that I didn't take my peers seriously. If I was to go back to McNeese, all the way back to 2006, I truly would invest a lot of my time and effort into discovering who my peers were and investing in them as well. No man is an island. Life is more grand than anything we can even imagine ourselves. The ability to work with others is one of the most important skills you can learn in this life. Useful for anything. Don't wait until you've turned everybody away to find this out. Now, all that said and done, overall, I'm very pleased with my education at McNeese State University. They gave me all the skills I needed to be a music teacher, and in the places that they lacked significantly in, truthfully, I think it was just the timing that I entered university. 2006 was a particular time when technology began to really take over, and nobody was really prepared for how things were going to change. In any case, I'm very thankful for YouTube as a platform, for all the different kinds of teachers who have supplemented my music education journey, giving me the very skills that I've been lacking. I want to give a shout out to all the music channels that helped me become a better musician and a better teacher. In alphabetical order: 8-Bit Music Theory, Adam Neely, Audio University, Bass Buzz, Ben Levin, David Bennett, Holistic Songwriting, Jameson Nathan Jones, June Lee, Orchestra of the Age of Enlightenment, Rick Beato, Scott's Bass Lessons, Sounds Like a Drum, Sugar Pill Productions. In the past, I used to roll my eyes anytime I heard someone suggest the catchphrase, lifelong learning. But in reality, we need to always be learning, always honing our craft. Don't give up on music. Continually learn. You can do this. Thank you for watching.